Welcome back, Year 10. Now, firstly, I would like to thank you for the work that you did over the lockdown period. It is always a privilege to get positive emails and messages from my colleagues telling me how engaged you were with online lessons. It has really shown to me that you are gearing yourselves up to be outstanding Year 10 students. The next 2 years are the most important years of your academic lives so far. It is vital that we start the new academic year with an optimistic mindset and to ensure you get the best grades possible. Now, it is understandable that some of you might feel a little worried about coming back in September, especially after such a long time away from school, but I assure you that all the staff are here to help and to answer any questions you may have. This guide will remind you of your school's policy and the changes we have done to accommodate your year group bubble. Please ensure you listen and read all the information given to you within this guide. Please don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions prior to the next academic year, and I cannot wait to see you in September. As part of the risk assessment for school reopening, we have had to restrict any additional access to the school site. Therefore, if any parent wants to meet with staff to discuss any concerns, this can be by appointment only. Please do not simply turn up at reception, but please do phone or email relevant members of staff to arrange this if needed. Below you will find a few emails that you can use to contact the school. Coming into the reception will now not be possible, and our staff will not be able to accept things brought into school during the day, so please ensure that students have everything they need for the day organised before they leave home. Now, due to the bubbles and the COVID-19 guidelines that Manchester Academy have put in place, the school day has changed a little bit. So Year 10 will start at 8:45 and gather in the canteen. They must be prompt to school. You do not need to buy a tie, as you will be given a new tie on your first day. Your entrance and exit to the school is in the canteen doors located at the front of the academy. Your outdoor wear is to be taken off once in the building, for example, coats. Students to adult social distancing of 2 meters must be in place where possible. Bring a bag to keep your belongings in, equipment, textbook, exercise books, and so on. You should have your own relevant basic equipment for lessons, i.e. pen, pencil, ruler, rubber, pencil sharpener, and calculator. There is a one-way system for all students and staff to follow. Please familiarise yourself with the school map and keep to the one-way system at all times. You must behave well at all times and follow all rules. You must make sure the hands-off rule is kept to at all times. Here are the key principles of the one-way system within Manchester Academy upon your arrival. You must remember to keep on the left-hand side. The left-hand side is where students walk. The right hand side of the corridor is for staff only. You must also walk in a single file. There is no stopping whilst walking, no overtaking, and you must keep your hands to yourself at all times.
Hello and welcome to your Return to the School guide. Now, for those that don't know me, I am Mr. Thomas and I am your Year's Director of Character and Culture. Now, this video is just to show you some of the changes that we have done within the Academy over the summer to ensure your safe return in September. It is essential that when you arrive at Manchester Academy that you come through this entrance. Now, walk towards the reception, turn left and go through these gates, and you will then be let into the school via the canteen doors. In September, you need to make sure that you only use this entrance. You need to be at the school by 8:45 every morning so you can go to period 1 by 8:50. When we start in September, things are going to look a little bit differently. It is important that when you enter your lesson that you listen to the teacher's instruction and that you follow the COVID-19 guideline rules that Manchester Academy have put in place. There will be hand sanitizers within the lesson. It's important for you to bring your own pen, pencils, rulers and so on into school as well. You will be given an allocated seat where you must remain during the lesson. One of the main differences that you will see within Manchester Academy corridors are these hand sanitizers. Now, these are available for you to wash your hands when you transfer from one room to another. You only need to pump it once and wash your hands thoroughly. You will also notice that the site team has been extremely busy over the summer painting Manchester Academy. Now, the floors and the walls will look very different and more vibrant for your return in September. If you are unsure where my room is, it is found on the ground floor in the technology department, which is A15, and this is it here. If you are unsure where my office is going to be, you need to go to the top floor, make a right, look at the safeguarding office, and on the left hand side will be my new office. Finally, I would just like to congratulate you for finishing Year 9 and now becoming Key Stage 4 in Year 10. These are the most important years of your academic life so far, so we need to make sure that we bring those routines that you learned over the lockdown period into Year 10. I and all the other staff at Manchester Academy wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to see you in September.
Now we need to make sure that we are ready for Year 10 come September. I am going to go through a few key messages that I sent within my assemblies during the lockdown period, just to make sure that we are mindful and ready to reach those goals when September comes. Here are some tips and tricks to achieve the best results. You need to make sure that you complete every homework you are given, as this will help you towards the work that you do in the classroom for your mini test, big test, and eventually your GCSE exam. You need to make sure that you plan out your school day. Do you have everything that you need before you arrive at school? Do you have your PE kit? Do you have your pencil case? The same thing needs to be thought about before you enter a classroom. Are you ready to learn? You need to make sure that you revise for all your mini tests and big tests, because these will help you towards your GCSE exam. If you are working at home and you are studying hard, you need to make sure that you take regular breaks. If you do not take breaks, you will become fatigued and you will not remember the knowledge that you are currently studying. Another good tip is to practice exam papers with your friends. Now, you can do this over WhatsApp, Snapchat, Zoom, Skype, or whatever. Having your friends around studying the same papers as you really does help you to remember and retain that knowledge for the subject you are studying. And lastly, changing habits and mixing it up. Are you doing the same thing over and over and over? This is going to become quite dull, quite bored, and you will lose motivation. So change it up a little bit. Make a timetable of everything you are studying for the week, and then the following week, change them around. Change, maybe if you're doing science on Tuesday, change it to a Thursday. This will help you again retain knowledge for your big tests and your GCSE exams. Please find attached the timetable for September. I have highlighted the Year 10 section with a red box. Please also make sure that the entry to the school must only be through the canteen at 8:45 in the morning to ensure that the students are in for period 1 by 8:50. Dismissal will be at 2:40 and the students will also leave the school through the canteen exit. There is also a slight change in the drop-offs and pickups policy within Manchester Academy as well. So parents and carers will not be able to come onto the Academy site to drop off pupils at the beginning of the day or to pick up at the end. Therefore, we suggest that students are dropped off safely on or around Moss Lane East and the same when they exit the school at 2:40 p.m. Upon entering classrooms, students must listen to the instructions from members of staff on the corridor and line up. Listen carefully to the teacher's instructions as you enter the classroom. Please sanitize your hands at the start of each lesson. Students to keep out of the teacher zone at the front of the classroom at all times. This will keep you and the teacher safe. Staff may circulate the room, but movement will be continuous. They will not stop to talk to you. If you cough or sneeze, you need to catch it, bin it and kill it to be applied for good respiratory hygiene. This means you must catch the cough or sneeze in a tissue and place the tissue in the bin. Hygiene measures throughout the day. Pupils must wash their hands thoroughly and on a regular basis throughout the day, especially after using bathroom facilities. Pupils must use hand sanitizer as they move between classrooms and before they enter a new classroom. Bathroom facilities will be cleaned thoroughly throughout the day and cleaning staff will be checking. If you are working in a computer room, you may be asked to wipe down the mouse and keyboard prior to starting the lesson. Here are your uniform standards for the new academic year. So your blazer must be a Manchester Academy blue blazer with school logo. Your trousers must be tailored plain black trousers, no cords or jeans. Your shirt or blouse will be white and your ties will be given to you on your first day back, and as you are now in year 10 you will have the purple striped tie. Your socks must be plain and black and your headscarf, if worn, to be plain black with no embellishments. Your shoes must also be plain and black and polishable with a small heel. Please be aware that some shops are selling trainer style shoes and passing them off as school shoes. These trainer styles are not acceptable. If in any doubt, please consult with a photograph in advance of buying the footwear. Within Manchester Academy, we also wear our uniform with pride. So let's make sure that we do not wear a coat or jacket within the building. This is important to make sure that the Academy is kept as secure as possible. This includes oversized scarves. Do not wear trainers as part of your uniform. School shoes must be worn at all times. The old royal blue sweatshirt is no longer acceptable. You must not wear headphones or AirPods in the Academy. They will be confiscated. Now for your sports kit, for PE, you need to bring navy shorts, trainers and a white polo shirt. These do not have to be Academy branded, but a plain white polo shirt with no logos will be fine in September. Here are the basic equipment that we expect you to bring into school every single day. You must bring into school with you a pencil, pen with spares, rubber, ruler, pencil sharpener, calculator, pencil case as well. You will not be able to borrow equipment from your teachers or May I remind you of our conduct and behaviour policy within Manchester Academy. In lesson, you must maintain excellent behaviour standards during all of your classes. See the description for ATL1. This is a standard we can all strive to achieve. If you choose not to meet our high expectations, you will be issued with a chance. This is your opportunity to turn your behaviour or attitude around and stay in lesson. Well done, you get to continue with your learning. If you continue to not meet the expectations of the Academy, you will be issued with a consequence. This means that sadly you will not be able to stay in the lesson. The teacher will put this information on class charts, which your parent or carer can see. You must wait in the classroom without causing any more disruption until a member of behaviour team picks you up. Pupils should not use their mobile phones throughout the academy day. Phones must also be switched off over the whole academy day. This includes break and lunch. If pupils are found using their mobile phone at any point, their phone will be confiscated and be placed in student services. If the pupil hands over the phone without protest, the pupil will receive their phone back at the end of the day. If the pupil does not hand over the phone willingly, a parent or carer must come into school to collect it instead. Here we have the learning values that we expect from year 7 to year 11 to make Manchester Academy magic. Now we have used the acronym MAGIC for motivate, achieve, growth, inspire and confidence. These are the values that we think you will need to achieve greatness within Manchester Academy. To also raise expectations, we have got an assembly programme. So the assembly programme is designed to develop a strong culture within the student body centred on upholding and raising standards, community cohesion, British values, aspiration and local, national and global issues. In the new academic year, we will still be using class charts. Now, some of you might remember before lockdown, but just to give you a little bit of a reminder that the 3 C's have now become 2 C's. So instead of chance, choice and consequence, you now have chance and consequence. Once again this academic year, for us to reach those high expectations that we strive for within all students in Manchester Academy, we will be using the positive and negative part of class charts. Now, if you answer questions, you bring in your homework on time, if you are focused, you will get a positive mark on your class charts account, which your parent and guardian can see from their tablet, laptop or mobile phones. However, there are 2 sides of the coin. If you do not reach our high expectations, we will also put your negative marks on class charts. The same thing will happen here, where your parents or guardians will be able to track and monitor your attainment at school. So if your behaviour is poor within the lesson, it will be put onto class charts. Same thing goes with ATL, bullying, detentions and other negative things. Within Manchester Academy, we strive to have all our students reach ATL 1. ATL stands for Attitude to Learning, and it is based on ATL 1, 2 and 3. ATL 1 is the best that you can achieve. ATL 1 students take full responsibility for their own learning, they thrive on challenge and they make every effort to do their best in assessment and test by attending revision sessions and completing all tasks to a high standard. They work with all staff and students and they engage fully with any support offered to improve in between ATL 1 and ATL 3, we have ATL 2. Now, these students usually complete all learning tasks but do not always work as hard as they could every lesson. They usually take pride in their presentation and delivery but are not consistent. They take assessment and tests seriously and want to do well but do not do enough revision and extended learning to prepare fully. They do not stop the teacher from teaching or other students from learning, but can be quite passive. They also do not show consistent effort across all subjects. And finally, we have ATL3. Now, ATL3 students lack self-discipline at break and lunch. They do not wear their uniform with pride. They do not complete enough work within lesson to make outstanding progress. They do not prepare well for assessment and test. They do not value their own learning along with other students' learning within the class. They cause disruption to learning by arguing with staff or other students, and they do not follow simple rules and instructions.